Hey worship leaders, so today I'm introducing something new called Quick Tip Tuesday. In this series, I want to share tips with you to help you become the best worship leader you can be. But I want to do it quickly because I don't want to waste your time. And so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the topic of stage presence. Stick around. So unless you were born in the spotlight, there's a good chance you struggle with stage presence while leading worship. There's nothing worse than to see someone who's leading worship look terrified to be up there. It's distracting, it takes the focus off God and the gathered body. People are wondering if you're gonna cry or run off stage, and in my experience, it can really hinder worship. So we need to find a way to have good stage presence, but the problem is being on stage can be terrifying. It's scary having everyone's eyes on you, and it can be paralyzing having people look at you weird or worse, fall asleep while you're singing. Not to mention how vulnerable it is to sing in front of people, especially if you're like me, whose voice tends to crack often. Not a good situation. So what can you do if you struggle with stage presence? Here are my tips. Let's get into it. Tip number one is to prepare. The best way to have confidence on stage, to have good stage presence, is to know exactly what you're doing every moment that you're on stage. Sometimes we just try leading by the seat of our pants, hoping that God will speak to us or lead in the moment. And we hope that He does, but I want to tell you that God speaks to us and leads also in our planning and our preparation. So tip number one, make sure you prepare. Tip number two, exaggerate your movements. When it comes to movement on stage, we want an appropriate response to what is being said or sung at the time. We don't move for movement's sake, but if we're celebrating with our words, then we should also be celebrating with our movements. They should match. They should go together. I saw a video of myself leading worship one time, and I thought I had good body movement, only to see that I looked terrified. I learned that I need to exaggerate my movements on stage to be seen from the seats. I like to use this example. Have you ever seen a stage actor's makeup? From the audience, it looks great, but up close, not so much. It's a little over the top. That's a good movie. But the exaggerated makeup is what's needed for it to look right from the seats. And the same is true for movements on stage while leading worship. For those of us who tend to freeze up when we're nervous or scared, this exaggeration can help us break that stiffness. So remember to exaggerate your movements. So this leads into tip number three, record yourself. There's nothing like seeing yourself, the honest truth of what you look like, to know exactly what you need to work on. But you may be thinking, Jimmy, if I record myself and watch it, I may never get on stage again. Well, if you're thinking that, think about the people who have to watch you each week. You owe it to yourself and them to work on your craft, to get better. So bite the bullet, record yourself and watch yourself lead. You'll be better for it. Tip number four, be yourself. Lean into who God has made you to be. One of the traps we fall in when we're trying to improve our techniques is that when we watch other people, we tend to try to be someone else. Don't do this. God made only one of you. He's called you to where you are for a reason. If He wanted someone else, He would have gotten someone else. Find comfort in that and just be yourself. Tip number five, be confident but not arrogant. One of the things I've noticed throughout the years is when people try to come across a certain way, they can take it too far. As worship leaders, we want to exude confidence but not arrogance. We are confident in who we are in Christ. We are confident in the gospel. We're confident in the role He has given us and in the lyrics of the songs we sing. But we are not arrogant. We don't think we're better than other people. We don't speak down at people. Remember that confidence builds up trust, but arrogance tears it down. Well, I hope today's video was both quick and helpful for you. If you like this format, give this video a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.